This is drifting, where the name of the game is to drive sideways. In Japan, there's been an official drifting championship for 5 years, and now, for the first time, there's one in the UK. I'm going to be taking part in round 1, but the techniques and cars are completely different to what I'm used to.
So it looks like it's back to basics for me. I'm the learner.
I'll be driving this Toyota Soarer, a Japanese special, modified to produce a colossal 590 horsepower, thanks to a turbo off a truck. It's the most powerful car in the competition, but with a narrow power band and loads of turbo lag, I'm told it's a beast to drive. Julian Smith was on hand to give me some preliminary coaching. The Irish got into the sport 3 years ago, and he's a drifting expert, hugely impressive in treacherous conditions. He popped the car sideways by kicking the clutch in and out on full throttle, then coolly balancing the drift while keeping the power on. Skillful and in 4th gear, very brave.
I was initiating drift there on the west at 170, 180k. And carrying us. So.
What gear was that in? Third? You doing 4th or 3rd?
No, that was losing 4th gear.
He seems very calm about it. Nothing to worry about. 100 miles an hour, just give it a flick with the walls standing right beside you and the rain coming down.
With the car thoroughly warmed up and tested, it was my turn. They were right. It was a beast. I'd never had to work so hard at driving sideways. When the car let go, it wasn't easy to catch it.
I think that was a bit too much.
In these conditions, it was frightening.
I'm trying this clutch kicking now. I've been trying this clutch kicking in second idea, yeah? But the trouble is, it's hard to... If you get too much, it goes around like a handbrake turn. It's hard to get that balance, between two little clutch kicks.
But you're only just now getting the balance.
In other words, with a brake traction, as left 3rd gear, grab 4th gear and carry the broken traction.
I think he's still struggling to find that 4th gear. It's just straight below 3rd.
Oh, the humour of the Irish.
I still don't trust myself.
In trying to avoid the wall, I got into a right old tank slapper. Too violent for our camera and certainly not smooth enough to do well in competition. My lesson hadn't gone well, and things were about to get even harder. You see, competition drifting is not just about going sideways at speed. You must approach on full throttle, no braking, no Scandinavian flicks. Just turn in and get it sideways, either with the handbrake or a clutch kick. Then you must clip a series of apexes and always keep drifting. The more angle and the more smoke, the higher your score. As I joined the queue for practice, the rain had finally stopped. Good news for the experienced boys, bad news for me, as the grip levels had now changed completely. So I decided to banzai the first run and just pray.
Here goes nothing.
Not a perfect start. And with a handbrake that had decided to stop working, the tight 2nd gear turn was going to be nigh on impossible to negotiate. All I could do was rely on the pendulum effect, swinging the car first one way, then hard the other. But it was hard to find just the right balance. But eventually I started to tame the beast, learning its traits and showing it who was boss. For the final run, I decided to increase the speed and go for more smoke. Big mistake. Practice was over, so I returned to the pits for a checkup. Everything seemed to be fine, but when I left the garage for round one, disaster struck.
No.
Despite the best efforts of the crew, a faulty crankshaft sensor meant the engine would only run for a few seconds before giving up the ghost. I was out and consigned to the role of spectator for the head-to-head finals. The only consolation was that even the experts were finding it difficult. The competition was eventually won by Brett Castle in his red Nissan Silvia after a superb run with smooth transitions and lots of smoke. I'd got the bug and felt there was unfinished business. The beast had been repaired and I was feeling quite relaxed. I'd been swatting up on DVDs of Japanese drifters, and the most important thing I'd learned was how much the experts use the handbrake to initiate and then control the drifts. During the first round, my handbrake had broken, but now it was working again, so I attacked the practice session with renewed enthusiasm. The start of the drift was brilliant, but the end wasn't.
There we go, straight in the gravel.
At least I wasn't the only one to fall foul of the gravel trap at the exit of Turn 1. But as the runs continued, I gradually began to stitch it all together.
Oh, you...
Well, gradually. And then finally, it clicked.
I've done a run, I've done one run! Poof, poof. I don't know how I did it, but I got it right. I can drift! I can drift!
It was the last run of the practice session. If I could repeat that performance under the glare of the judges' eyes, I might get a shot at the finals. But you get just 3 attempts to get it right. Waiting in line for run number 1 was a tense and nervous time.
Oh. Bad.
Run 2 went a little better.
I think I almost got away with a run. I hit the oil and it straightened up a bit, but I had to come off the throttle because the bloody oil was there.
Run 3, my last chance.
And now something's broken on the bloody car. I think I've been beaten by the beast.
One clutch kick too many had snapped the drive shaft. My drifting career was over.
you can't be a star. But I must say, drifting's been brilliant. Everyone's been so helpful. It's a great crowd. And you're sort of tempted to do more, but I think I must be jinxed. Sorry, mate. It's me, I know.
But I went away happy, dreaming of that one perfect run, satisfied that, with everything working, the beast could be conquered.
Will the RS prove to be my sort of Jaguar? Well, there's a bit of smoke in the rear view mirror, but nothing like as bad. The car was much stiffer, it pitched into the corner nicely.
Super Veloci, the Lamborghini that reigns terror over all others. The most expensive, the most powerful, the most Lambo.
The last model to wear the